Welcome back at 7:44. The New Orleans Police Department arrested a man who they say opened fire just minutes after French Quarter Fest 2025 ended. The shooting left 5 people injured. Fox 8 legal analyst Joe Responti joins us this morning to give us his thoughts on the case. Joe, good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Morning.
So this situation, I was kind of explaining to you, and we all had talked about what French Quarter Fest itself would look like because of the terror attack at the top of the year. And they had the pedestrian mall on Decatur Street. Most of the quarter was closed to vehicle traffic, and they were checking bags at the gates. But this happened just outside the festival grounds 20-30 minutes after it wrapped up. So the man who was charged in the shooting is facing 5 counts of aggravated second-degree battery for what police say is him shooting 5 people after this situation. So tell us why those charges. I know people at home probably wondering why those charges, why not something else?
Well, so am I. So am I. You know, maybe I'm getting grumpy in my old age, but if he would have, the only thing that separates him from charges of first-degree murder, which is, you know, one of the things is killing more than one person, is marksmanship. That's it. So this guy was firing a weapon into a crowd of people, it would have appeared, and now let's remember, police arrest people and they put something down on a piece of paper. We all say it, I say the word that he's charged with this. He's actually not charged yet, in my, you know, with getting just the lingo here.
He's facing those charges.
He's facing, right, but to be charged, you get charged by either a grand jury or the district attorney screening the case, and I would have no problem if this guy was charged with 5 counts of attempted murder, because did he have an intent to harm the people with that gun? Obviously. And that's what has to be determined here as to what it is.
And Joe, you mentioned the DA's office, and I guess we didn't mention this earlier on, but the DA's office did put out a note yesterday asking that the magistrate court have a hearing to determine the dangerousness of the defendant after his, what they are calling, reckless and violent actions after the festival. Looks like there's a hearing scheduled for Thursday, and they're asking that he be held without bond. He be held without bond. Right. That's what they're right now asking for. Right. Well, and they could ask for more, of course, as they get more evidence, I'd imagine.
There's a statute, and I don't know what it is off the top of my head. There's a statute in the criminal code that allows, you know, there's usually the only thing that you can be held without bond is things like a first-degree murder. But in particular cases, if they can prove a real danger to society, or possibly even a real danger of flight, that you can be held without bond, they have to, there's a certain burden of proof they have to cover. I don't know what they have in this case. I mean, like I said, I would be, that's one thing the DA's office should do, I guess, but I'm, I think, more concerned with the charge, because what he's facing now is a maximum of 15 years.
But per count?
Per count of aggravated, but usually 99% of the time things are run concurrently. So what I'm saying is, this is a guy who did something just profoundly stupid in front of all of the people, all of the police. I think they got him, his gun was still hot, I read somewhere. So, you know, like a assistant U.S. attorney once told me when I was complaining about something my client did that was dumb, he said, Joe, if they had any sense, you and I wouldn't be talking about him right now. I don't know what overcame this guy. He got mad at somebody, and he just started firing. Well, I think we got to do something to deter that type of behavior, especially at that location.
Well, again, if that hearing is set for Thursday, we could get more on upgraded charges or a request for upgraded charges in the next few days, and we'll chat with you about that if that does happen. All right, Joe, thanks so much for your time this morning.